Hello everyone, my name's Tracy Miles and today I'm here to talk to you about projection. What is it, how do we use it, and how can we navigate it? So I define projection as similar to what an actual projector does. It takes a picture and it projects it out onto a screen or a wall or wherever it is projecting. I believe that as humans we do the exact same thing. We take our thoughts and our feelings and we project them out into the world and we make them our reality. So here's an example. So I may have the thought that my partner doesn't listen. So I'm talking and I begin to project out, he's not listening to me. And then I begin to have a bunch of feelings about that. Next thing you know, I'm like, well, you're not listening to me. You never listen to me. The thing is, I never once stopped and actually checked out whether that was true or not. I just projected it outward. So I think that we do this in so many ways within our lives. We take our thoughts, we project them out, and we have experiences in connection to that projection. So actually, over the last couple of weeks, I've been doing a lot of work really paying attention to how much I project and what it does to me when I'm in awareness of it and when I'm not in awareness of it. So I spent some time with some family members, in particular my partner's family, and I had been projecting onto one of my family members that that she was annoying, and I noticed it. I really started to notice how I'm just taking this judgment and I'm projecting it out onto her, and everything she does begins to become very annoying in my body. Well, I decided I was going to do something different, so I stopped that projection and I started to project something different. I started to project that she was caring, she was loving, she paid very close attention to detail, and I was very pleasantly surprised that my entire experience of her began to change the more I paid attention to what I was projecting out to her. So then I started to play with it quite a bit. I was noticing my projections everywhere I went. I was projecting onto a niece, I was projecting onto my mother, and I just started to pull back the projections and I changed them in my head. I changed the thought versus being so attached to what my thought was actually doing. There was a trick to the whole thing, though, is I had to be aware of what I was actually doing, that I was doing something that was making me have feelings, but I was making the other person responsible for those feelings. So I just stayed in awareness, and the more aware I became, the more I was able to change what I was experiencing. This was magical. What? So then I really started to think about how could this help people? Well, the key to this whole thing is to be very aware. So you have to be willing to have self-awareness. You have to be willing to observe yourself. Observe what your thoughts are doing. Observe what you do with your thoughts. Like, what are you actually doing? Noticing that if you think someone is annoying, often we think it's because of them. Stop being annoying, then I'm not going to be feeling. But that's not what's actually occurring. What's occurring is you're projecting that judgment outward. Change the projection, change the experience. I would love to hear how this works for you. Have a great day.